The last time we did a puff video, it did really good. So this isn't necessarily an update of the puff print and how to print it, but I'm releasing I wouldn't say a clothing brand. Just I'm releasing some designs that I'm selling, and one of the two has puff print. So I thought I showed you guys just how I print it and the final outcome. So that's the design. My garden needs me. So if some of you guys know, if you follow me on Instagram, you would know that we grew some marijuana plants here at the shop. It was just like an experiment. We did like 6 plants. That whole thing is over. But it did inspire me to come up with these designs. So I think this is gonna be something that's gonna be permanent for me versus like actually growing. So the white is actually puffed here. And the green and the warm gray red, the warm red C, I'm just doing 2 hits, no base underneath, so you can barely feel the print on these 2 colors. But here on the numbers, you can feel the puff. And you can kind of see it, I guess, too. But these shirts are really expensive, and I'm gonna be selling them for 45 bucks. What's up, Robert?
What up?
What you got going on over here?
I was not involved with any of this.
We're just asking what you're doing over here, dog.
It's, putting some pallet pill on some screens. We're about to run a job. Last job we did was some hoodies, so the surface wasn't as fresh anymore, so we need to get it
nice and clean, boy.
back to factory settings.
That's right. Oh, check this out, guys. Nick gave me this cart for Christmas, and I wrapped it with a big sticker, so the bottom has a Vega print sticker, which I thought was pretty cool. All right, just so you guys know, this board right here measures 24 inches, and the design that I'm doing on the back is 15 inches. So on my regular board, it was over about 1/4 of an inch. So if I would have measured correctly, I would have just brought it down a little bit. Or in this case, I guess, since I have the 24-inch wide, I should have just went like 16 or 17 inches. But too late for that. That's it for the green, just 2 strokes. 2 strokes, we're gonna flash, and then hit the orange. Since I'm not print flash printing these colors, I want to flash in between so that we don't lose the opacity and get as much of the color as we can. I picked lighter colors for those 2 because I want the black to absorb a little bit of that color and not have a base, so that those colors are almost like they feel like they're not there. So these 2 colors are already diluted with the softener. So when I print it, it's almost like very watery and you can't feel it. So it gives it like the water base effect. And then on top of those, we have the puff. So next we're gonna print the orange.
What size screens are we going on?
I think we should put the base on a 175 and then the colors on a 160. Set this up over her. Focus on that. Yeah, you guys were talking about wanting one of these hats, and I am willing to give, like I said, 2 away. So we're just got to figure out a way to give them away, and 2 of you guys are going to be lucky winners. Yeah, that one.
Is it back or left chest?
That's going to be a left chest.
Is it back?
No, put it on the back. of the screen. Pedo viejo. So, like I mentioned before, when I do puff, the settings for my heater stay the same. All I do is lower the speed of the dryer, and that should give the dryer enough time to make that puff effect. For this specific color that I'm using, which is the white, I already bought it pre-mixed, so I wasn't adding any puff additive to that ink, which means that it's already kind of like a factory setting, like Robert was saying earlier. It's already mixed before it comes in. I don't have to worry about putting too much or not enough, so that when it comes out of the dryer, we get the same consistency every single time. And that is how we get the puff print. Alright, so another thing that I'm doing for these is I'm getting some woven labels, and they're gonna be similar to like the jerseys that have the bottom left size and logo for football jerseys and maybe basketball jerseys. So I'm gonna have something similar like that. It's gonna be a 2 by 1 inch on the bottom left of the front shirt. There will be no front design, no inside tag, because it's gonna be on the bottom right here. And then obviously the back designs on Verde Pharms. We do have some stickers that are gonna come with the t-shirts, and they look like this. I think this would be technically considered the company design or the brand design. So let me go ahead and set up the next job, show you guys what it looks like, and call it a day here because we need to get busy. We rented a cabin. We rented a cabin up north for the weekend, so we're leaving today at 1 o'clock to go pick up Cassidy from school, go back home, pick up everything that's ready, and go enjoy some time off for the weekend. So let me get this done real quick. Alright fellas, so on this one we're using 2 greens, but we're making it look like we have more than that. So this lighter green actually is part of the base, and then wherever you see the dark areas, it's also printed on the shirt, so it makes it look like a darker shade of green. So as you can see, it looks like we have 2 different greens already, and we only printed 1. We did the same thing with the second one, which is the darker green. We have some of the halftones going on the lighter shade, and then the rest is just gonna go over the base. So this one makes it look like 2 greens. The next one's gonna make it look like it has 4 greens. So that's how we got the cola to come out looking like it's supposed to, with only 2 colors. So let me print the next one, and that'll be my second design. This one is called "In Trichomes We Trust." Okay, so there you can see that we have another shade, and then the halftones go on top of like the lighter part of the green from the earlier one that we did. So that's how we get that effect right there. And that is my second design. Hope you guys like it. All right, let's see. You got this.
That's good.
I wonder if you can hear like when it hits on the camera.